Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin. Wanted to do a full update over the course of today. Today is the circumstances I would say are pretty similar as yesterday. It's been very volatile the last 24 hours, but that was also slightly to be expected. And in the end, I mean, the price right now is at the same levels as it was yesterday. But I would say the circumstances have become a little bit more bullish. All right, because if you remember from my video yesterday. Excuse me. One of the most important things we wanted to see is actually to see some bidding coming in from the US again. All right. Because what happened over the last Thursday and Friday last week is that we actually saw some ETF outflows, or at least some profit taking on ETFs, which is not the worst, and it's also logical. But yesterday, I think with a combination just in general of market strength and also some positive news, for example, about Donald Trump potentially talking to Brian Armstrong from Coinbase for potential cabinet listings that would be pro crypto, I would argue, of course. But that and then some other things, and just in general, as we also predicted in the video yesterday, we actually got a relatively bullish opening for the stock markets. As you can see right here, pre-market is trading a little bit lower again, and I do think stock markets can drop a little bit lower. But overall, that should be fine. I think we have a lot of support right here between 575 and 580. So that's for the S&P 500. So that's fine. And we also saw the dollar strength index drop down a bit here. So that was all as predicted, and that's all bullish. And then, like I said, first of all, the funding rates are still quite high. It's not ridiculously high, but you can see it is elevated, especially on some coins. So funding rates are still high, and therefore the potential of a flush is still possible. Basically, a big spike down for altcoins, not necessarily for Bitcoin. So that is still possible, but given the circumstances and also given the technicals here, which we'll still get into a little bit later, I would say it's most likely Bitcoin will continue to be bullish. As you can see right here, Coinbase Premium is also back and very strong. The strongest it's been since last week. Last week, what was it? Last week, Thursday, I think. So that's great. And this is something we'll have to continue to monitor, right? Over the course of the US session today as well. We'll have to see if that actually continues, if the stock markets actually open lower and drop down a bit. But for now, it's bullish. Bitcoin itself is kind of consolidating here between 92,000 and a little bit higher, and still between this level right here at 89,500. I would say it's a possibility, and I think it's most likely that we will stay in this consolidation for now. So that includes getting a drop back down into that 90K, 89,500 level. But I do think the most likely real continuation, so sustained breakout. So that means we could have a flush down. That is a possibility. But for Bitcoin, that's not going to matter too much. The open interest is up a little bit over this morning, but it's not at necessarily dangerous levels that I would expect us to drop down all the way to 85,000, for example. So a flush is possible, but I don't expect a bearish breakout. I don't expect a sustained bearish breakout, at least. And when we're talking about breakouts, especially given the circumstances in the macroeconomic markets and other data, such as that Coinbase Premium, and in general the news we've received over the last week, I would say it's most likely we will get that continuation up to new all-time highs. First price target for me would be around 95,000, but we'll see. It very much depends as well on how we react to that ultimate high we have right now. I would argue, I mean, if we actually get back up to that same level, it's very unlikely that we do not get up higher. All right, it almost never happens that we make a perfect double top at a new all-time high. But I'll keep my eyes on it. For now, I think that's what you need to know. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.